How are you feeling? You got John Rakes here. As you can tell by my voice, I am sick. I feel fine. That's the funny thing. But my voice is shot. I'm just congested. I don't know. It's that time of year, I guess. But it's not going to prevent us from having some fun online. Since I shouldn't be leaving the house, I shouldn't be going to any conventions right now. You can still do some window shopping online. I've done this a few times with other video game websites across the internet. And today I'm going to check out DK Oldies. DK Oldies have been around for a long, long time. I hear both sides of the spectrum with DK Oldies. Some people say the prices are too high. Some people say, they test all their stuff, they clean all their stuff. You're getting that service as part of everything. You know what? I'm going to reserve all judgment. I personally never ordered anything from them in the past. I have heard of them. But let's just poke around DK Oldies website here, dkoldies.com, and see what kind of things we can find. I say it's window shopping. I may end up buying something. We'll see. We will see. But let me take a sip of my Jamba Juice here. This is my Orange Sea Booster. They used to call this a cold buster, and that was like my little treat to myself every time I got sick. See if they still had OJ's cereal with 10% orange juice, I'd be okay. But here we go. I recognize this guy. I see him and I see DK Oldie's shorts come up in my shorts feed pretty regularly. 120-day warranty. Nobody can beat that. All right, we'll see. 100% authentic products and free domestic shipping of orders over $10. And most games you're going to find are going to be, if you're buying them online, they're probably going to be about $10 anyway. So with the free shipping, not bad. But then, as he said, with other people and what they've said, I wonder if, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll look at some prices here. Let's see what we got here. Got the Wii Sports Bundle Pack. There you go. A couple of Wii remotes, a couple of nunchucks there. You got a Wii. A couple of games. Would that typically go for that price? I'm not sure. Maybe. I see things like this, like the GameCube pack, like the 64 pack. There are so many video game stores that are having trouble keeping things like the Nintendo 64 in stock, especially with controllers and especially with Mario Kart 64 because, they have that disposable income now. They want to go back to the days of, the 4-player couch co-op, and Mario Kart 64, one of the best for that. The fan favorite is the Nintendo with the Zapper 2 controllers. You got to have your own CRT TV if you're playing Duck Hunt, of course. Mario 1, 2, and 3 for $269.99. Again, I don't really keep up with console prices so much, so I'm not sure if that's good or not. It's a little high for me, but if somebody needs it, I mean, and again, guaranteed working for 120 days, got that warranty, so not bad. Let's see what happens when I just click on Nintendo. Does it show up with everything, or do I have to use one of the drop downs? Okay, it shows up with everything, or it shows up with what? Oh no, it does show up with everything. Good Lord. 19,644 results. That's a whole lot of Nintendo. Look at this, Mario 3. Mario 3 for only $16.99. That's a good deal. That's a good price. GoldenEye for $34.99. Now, I've noticed that it has a price and then it's scratched out. Okay, so it's not every time because here's Pikachu yellow, or the Pokemon in it, yellow Pokemon. But the more I see, like, when it's like, oh, it's this price, but it's not this price anymore. It's scratched out and it's other price. When I see that for literally everything, they don't care what the price was. They want to know what the price is. And seeing that it's on sale, it's not on. Come on. Now, $34.99 for Legend of Zelda. To me, that's a good deal. I see it at conventions all the time for $40, and it sells for $40 at conventions. Yeah, is Smash going for $100 now on GameCube? You know what? Let's do this. We're gonna do this here. I kind of want to go system by system. I can see things better that way. So let's go. Never mind what's best selling. Actually, that $35 Zelda. It's not a bad deal at all. Best selling. Give me the priced high to low. What kind of rare games you got here? Well, they have a little Samson. Oh, they don't anymore. $2,000 for Bonk. My goodness. Zombie Nation. $1,199. I had that game. I sold it for like $100, but this is like 6 years ago. Remember, at one time I had 2 copies of Power Blade 2. I'm wondering, because it says sold out, but it still as you click on it, I wonder, okay, so you can be notified. And that's why they have that option. So if you're really looking for one and you know these guys and you trust them, you're like, please let me know when one comes back in stock. I will look out for it. Flintstones 2, Surprise at Dinosaur Peak is sold out. You're telling me I have one game that they don't have? I have one game they don't have? That's not bad. They have 19,000 games I don't have, but Okay, so they got some good ones here. Princess Tomato sold out. I'm happy about that. That means somebody grabbed it. Now, this is nice because it shows you exactly what you're getting. I have a feeling that these box arts, you're getting just the loose game. I have a feeling about that. But when you see this, it actually shows the box, the game, the manual, the map. I would hope that's the case. Okay, and then I just saw like, like, well, like here's a loose case. Well, now I don't know. No, Gun go. I think goes for about $300. But if I click on it, they have 3 copies of it. I can purchase 3 of them. Cosmetically flawed cartridge. It is a good condition cartridge. Okay, so you got your choice here. Cosmetically flawed cartridge. So yeah, it's. But I wish it would show the game. It's like show me the actual cartridge I'm getting. Jetsons shows me the cart. Assuming that's the cart you're getting. There's 3 of them. Well, I mean, again, there's 3 of them too. So I mean, it shows a lot of games here, and then it also they got unlicensed stuff too, all the way down to you got the got the multi cart Tengen Tetris, not bad. All right, so let's go down to the very end. Replacement screws. Now that's actually kind of interesting. That's not bad. The fact that you can get dust if you like all your games in dust covers. If you need a replacement screw because one of them popped out. If you need the MLB manual. That's kind of a fun idea. These little cardboard things. All right. So a lot of them are sold. Oh, got the Funko Land sleeves. Oh, how great. Oh, that's fun. I like that. Okay, they also do have manuals just loose, which is kind of fun to have because sometimes you already have the cart, but you want to add it with the manual and everything. Oh, fun. Okay, and I wish you could separate it. I wish you could say like just show me the games only. Oh, and you could also categorize by price. Like let's say like I want to spend $10 to $20. What kind of $10 to $20 games you got for me? And they got some games that are going for about $10 to $20. And I'm here to tell you, Ninja Gaiden 2 for $20. I mean, I don't know what it goes for, but to me, it's worth it. I guess sometimes you can tell. Search for Silent Service. $7.99 when I see it. It goes for $3.99. That's dude. I've seen this go for like $7.99 at some stores. So I mean, I guess it goes for $6.99 here typically. Right now it's on sale for $3.99. Yeah, so far when it comes to, I mean, and again, so many of my favorite games are these kind of cheaper games anyway. It just depends on what you're looking for. Elevator Action for 20. That's about what I see it go for at conventions. Boulder Dash, one of my favorites, $11.99. They have some good deals here. I might have to grab a few games. There's a few games I got rid of that I wouldn't mind having back in the collection. Show me the $100 games. It's $80 to $100, up to $100. Get rid of that there. And this is when I get a little confused. Like, Guardian Legend Complete. So this comes with the box and manual and everything. Is that what it's saying? This says complete, so I'd hope so. I do wish it would have a picture though of the here's the one that we have. I don't know how much longer it would take. It shouldn't take longer because they have a whole YouTube channel and they're doing YouTube videos and YouTube shorts. So I know they have the capacity to upload a photo to their website if they have the capacity to film and edit and do all that other stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of great games here. Stanley and the Search for Dr. Livingston was an interesting one. Mega Man 3 sold out. Oh, yeah, all of these games are going to be complete too. See, that's the one thing I wouldn't mind either. If they just had show me the loose carts, show me the complete games. Let's go to Super Nintendo, price high to low, and I'm guessing we're going to see an Earthbound right up front. Even though Earthbound is not the most expensive game on the Super Nintendo. It's out of stock. But they do have a complete Harvest Moon. A complete Harvest Moon. That's something. Oh, here's an Earthbound. Okay, there you go. Yeah, and $549.99, that seems a little high. That seems a little high. Like 400 max, I can understand. I see it, 350 somewhere in there. Gone are the days when I was going for $200 before the pandemic and all that, but yeah, it's too bad. But if somebody needs it, or on the flip side too, if people are buying it for that price, they're not the criminal. Complain to the people who are paying that price to keep the price that high. EVO is such a great game. I love EVO. Yeah, and is there an option to show me just what you have in stock? Because I don't want to thumb through a bunch of games that are all out of stock. Show me what is in stock right this very second. Oh, and then here's where you can categorize if you're just looking for the game. Just show me the games. Condition, availability, in stock. There we go. Okay, I knew there'd be an option. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, I don't care what you don't have. I can tell you what I don't have. It's a lot. Show me what I can pick up right this very second. Ogre Battle. There you go. All right, there's a Kodo trigger here. Again, $269.99. That sounds a little high to me, but if people are buying it for that price, has a 5-star, 25 reviews. So again, who am I to say? Is Ninja Gaiden Trilogy going for $299? I have one of those. I can sell mine for $299. Oh, Dragon View is such a great game. Love me some Dragon View. My problem is I look through things like this at these prices, and I think of things like oh, Dragon View. I remember when I bought that for $40, 7 years ago, or whatever I bought it for 7 years ago. I think I paid about $40 maybe 6 years ago. But it's like that doesn't matter. I bought Swamp Thing for $3 because it's a $3 game. It's not a great game, but here we are. It's just fun to see. Oh, here we go. I see things like this, like Mystical. That's not even complete. I think that's just by itself. But if it goes for $164.99, I mean, it's one of my favorite games. One of the first games I purchased on the Super Nintendo. I'm not nearly as familiar with 64, but let's see what you got. All right, show me. No, just show me the games. Or maybe these are the games. Oh, that's right. I gotta go high to low. Stunt Racer. Stunt Racer is a $799 game, huh? Oh, it's out of stock. Oh, I gotta go back to here too. No Mercy. Is it a prototype? Why is No Mercy going for $649.99? Now, a not for resale Excite Bike, I can kind of understand that. A Complete Conquers Bad Fur Day 500. I mean, if somebody needs it, what is going on with this game? Like, what do I care about? Is that like an early release? What makes that one special? Let me look that up. What? Welcome to our site. No, I know what I'm doing. Pop in here just because I'm browsing. Okay, so apparently it's the no glitch version because there are copies of No Mercy that just delete your saved games and all that. Or your saved file, your edited wrestlers. It's happened to me before. Interesting. Okay, and I didn't know that version of the game was going for that price. I don't know how rare it is, but okay. Fun. Good. See, I learned something today. Ogre Battle 64. We just saw Ogre Battle for the Super Nintendo. Here's the Goemon Great Adventure. I like this version a lot. Mystical Ninja was okay. It was okay, but this is the fun one here. I like that one. Okay. So some neat Super Nintendo games or 64 games. I'll click on Nintendo here. I won't spend too much time on GameCube and the other stuff here. But dude, make it so it's everything. There we go. And yep, price is fine. Games only. The most current game they have is Fire Emblem. Cool. Skies of Arcadia. There we go. A couple of them here as well. Def Jam, Fight for New York. I think I have a copy of that. Good to know that it exists like that. Oh, very cool. Yep. Twilight Princess, of course. Metal Gear Solid. That was a good version of it. Cool. Yes, good stuff here. Oh, Beyond Good and Evil. That was a fun game too. Sleeper hit in my opinion because I walked into it expecting nothing. It turned out I ended up loving it very much. I don't even know how expensive I am completely out of the loop when it comes to Wii games, but let's have a look anyway, just for fun. Product types, games, 791 games, including Metroid Prime Trilogy. Oh, the Kirby Dream Collection, complete. I had that sealed for a while. This was the last thing I ever purchased from Kmart before they closed shop. I got for like $20. Ivy the Kiwi is a game I've never heard of. Looks cute though. Oh, Calling. There we go. Oh, nice. Well, you know what? Let me add. I mean, Game Boy and Game Boy Advance are not the same. I'll just look at Game Boy. But show me what's in stock. Resident Evil game. Wow, $899.99. My goodness. Night Quest. I gotta look that up now. Now I heard that Mega Man 5 for Game Boy was going up in price. And I used to have a copy of Castlevania Legends. Made a good trade for it though, so I don't regret getting rid of it. Oh, here's a good game. It's complete too. Yeah, there's seasons and there's ages, and I prefer seasons over ages, but they're both really, really good. And Metal Gear Solid was a great version of that for the Game Boy Color. Okay, so there's a few games here. Oh, come on, where's my sequel to Mole Mania? I love Mole Mania. Shigeru Miyamoto. It's a game that Shigeru Miyamoto made, and no one talks about it. So we have Sega. What's the most expensive game you got for Genesis? Just out of pure curiosity. Sega Genesis. Availability. In stock. It's interesting to see, like, what's best selling. And the best-selling games are like Sonic 2. It's like, what you'd figure is commons, right? Aladdin. I don't know if they actually put these in order like this because that's what people are looking for. Typically, X-Men, great game. Like, are people really looking for Miss Pac-Man? I wouldn't think so, but it's up on the list. Oh, they have a Musha. All right. Musha, Bloodlines, Moonwalker, Mutant League Hockey. What a fun game there. All right. A complete Shining Force goes for 200. Oh, I do have a Shadowrun. I have a complete Shadowrun. That's good to know. I don't know if it goes for that price, but I'll take it. Yeah, Genesis games are interesting because they're either like really high up in price or not. There's not a whole lot of games that are middle ground. There's a few. There's a few, but not a whole lot. Oh man, I used to play this in the arcade quite a bit. Kageki, or Cage Key as I used to call it. Kageki. Like Shadow Warrior? What does Kageki mean? You know what? Generally speaking, show me the games. There's 2,000 across all Sega consoles. And show me the highest to lowest. Number one's going to be a Dreamcast game. Oh, it's a Saturn game. I should have guessed. Oh, it's sold out though. Let me show me what's in stock. Oh, it's still Musha, but they do have Shining Force 3, which is good to know. Oh, and they have Sega Ages. Man, I wish I would have kept my copy of this. I literally gave it to someone as a like, oh here, and it's someone I didn't even know. It was just like, oh, I found some extra Saturn games. I'm not really playing Saturn. Here you go. Well, I'm sure they remember that to this day. I wonder if they remember it came from me. Probably not. Ill Bleed. What a fun game. Shining Wisdom for the Saturn. Okay, so they have a nice selection of Sega games, and I'm happy about that because I really do like Sega. I'll just briefly look at PlayStation as far as yeah, just show me the games is fine. The most expensive game you got. Oh my goodness. Yep. It's funny because we are at the PlayStation 5 now, and PlayStation 1 are the big money games. Def Jam Fight for New York for PlayStation 2. A couple other PlayStation 2 games down here. Let's check out the today's retro deals. What do we got for today's retro deals? Show me the best. And the deals are going to be the ones where they scratch out the price. Okay. I won't have to spend too much time doing this, but we're going to have a look. But again, it's like today's retro deals and it's out of stock. Unless somebody just bought it and it's still in that place, but there's got to be a way to move it somewhere else. Oh, hey, look at this. 10% off all Wii U and PlayStation 1 games. Little bonus for you. And here's the extra. Oh, you literally hide my TurboGrafx 16 and the other stuff? Man, listen, that might be good news for me. Air Zonk. Oh, is it loose though? $164.99. Doesn't say. Game only. Game only. Okay. Okay. Game only. I do like TurboGrafx 16 a lot. Only have 4 games in stock, huh? That, and you got a Legendary Axe, and you got a couple of TurboGrafx 16 consoles. All right. What kind of Atari stuff do you have? Tooth Protectors. Not much, but they do have StoreQuest Waterworld. We used to have this game when I was growing up. I remember playing this game, especially the like the Squid Room. Because it was like a mail away or something like that. I'd have to look that up again. I remember my brother mailed it because we had the other game and my brother mailed away or whatever, however that worked. But there's Springer. You can also get a like a bundle pack, little console pack there. Tapper for the 2600. Okay, good old hero. Absolutely. Got some plug and play, some amiibos, rare games. Tell me what you think is a rare. Interesting that they have a rare games section. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. There's like, here's what you're here for. Give me the good stuff. Rare games. Show me what's in stock. Oh, did I do that? Availability. In stock. Product type. Games. And here's just a look at all the rare games they have at DK Oldies immediately. They're actually in stock. Musha still comes in at number 1. Kickmaster. Great. Ghost Lion. Cool to see that on the list. Chiller is a game for the NES. I've never owned that game. Literally never owned it. Even back when I was, collecting NES games and stuff. Never had. But then I see things like Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. They sell it for $112.99. I recently just found it at my local game store. My local game store, admittedly, does price their things a little higher because it's the only game in town. It's the only place in town that can sell these things. And they had theirs for like $80. So I see what people are saying about, so it depends on what you're looking for. Shatterhand, what a great game. Beyond Oasis, you just gotta, as always, just, be smart, shop around, but again, with that 120-day warranty, some people like having that sense of security because sometimes, yeah, you can buy a game on eBay, but there's no guarantee that you're going to get what you get. This is kind of down the list a little bit more. Lost Vikings is a fun one. Oh, yay! I remember when this was announced, this Data East Arcade Classics. I was so looking forward to it. Couldn't find it. And then all of a sudden, like a month later, I found a huge stack of them at my local Walmart. $20 each. I bought one. Oh, I only needed one, but I bought one. And I wish I would have bought more. Jeremite with the Famicom converter, only $20. That's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. I'm sure you know the story, but to hit up the release in the U.S. quicker, they patched a lot of these with that Famicom converter, so it's literally the Famicom game inside, and then through the converter to play it on your home NES. And you could actually use that converter. For the longest time, my import converter was a Gyromite converter. I took it out of a Gyromite and kind of propped it up and shaved the sides a little bit so it would fit an NES cart where I could put it in there, and it worked. It worked for years. DK Oldies. Well, fun window shopping at least for a little while today as I'm recovering, still sick. I'll be good to go for my next conventions though. They're also on YouTube as well, and maybe you saw something in this video. You're like, oh, I can spring for that. Well, there you go, 120-day warranty and all that. If you dig this style of video, I've done a few others just like it too. Make sure you check out those videos, and we'll see you again soon.